mother. Now, if my mother can tolerate the level of adultness, then it's perfect for kids. Okay? Because my mother doesn't like the word pissed. I think pissed is okay, right? Is pissed okay? I think it's okay. Not for my mother now. Okay, so I write a lot of stuff I can do in church. And that's good. It's good to have poetry you can do in church. It's good to have poetry you can do on the street corner in Philly or in Savannah. All right, let me stick with the theme because that was beautiful. I have been married this July 15 years. It feels like to some extent we're just getting started, but yeah, we've had some kids. We got some messes all over the place that we have to clean up, and every time I clean them up, they get messy again. You know how that goes. So let me do something about that beauty. Now, there's beauty and purity when you're at the starting line. And then 15 years later, things get more complicated, as we all kind of know, at least theoretically. And let me talk about some of both those kinds of beauty. This is Thinking It Was MS. Is that funny? Wait, let's do that one again. Okay. Thinking It Was MS. I wanted to float where the pews parted as the sea, and the wedding well-wishers rolled back the waves from me, displaying the beauty of dry land. And Tom held out his hand at the aisle's edge. It wasn't for the waves to dry up, they prayed, but that we'd be saved when the drowning water collapsed in on us too, when the earth moved too fast and the past pushed us into today. A postcard eternity we imagined that day, but time took down the sunset and paused the darkening wave. Like liquid silk, the aisle arose before me. I had planned to swim it like long ago mornings when I was healthy, and the whole world fell beside my ear in drips of dawn and leaf breeze, birds in the trees, everything according to its nature. But sometimes a spirit retracts from its body, from limbs the brain does not control. Instead of moving elegantly, tides of wind through my hair, I cried under my veil. He loved me, though my body was failing. I was frail in his arms at the wedding. The dress hung from my shoulders like a nightgown, and I knew, he knew I was wasting away, that one day he'd watch me die. And I realized quickly, we are not gods. We walk or sit by grace. Our very conception was beyond our control. I was 22 and couldn't use my own body. But since the day I was laced in white and struggled my way through an aisle of pews, I've been blessed beyond compare. I am Tom's first love, so he pushed me for 2 years in a wheelchair. And I hurt so much, I couldn't do much beyond sitting in that chair. My arms couldn't hold up a phone or a book. My neck was electrocuted too badly to support my own head. And at the same time, we were young newlyweds who couldn't afford cable or internet. And at the same time, I was too sick to drive, but somehow I survived the boredom. And then I was blessed to birth our first, and I found myself playing on the floor in his colorful world. I strolled her till he turned 1, was Mommy's lap, in my arms, in my wheelchair. But the lame will walk, and the blind will see. One day I walked. I just got better. So you can imagine I was surprised. And as I proclaim these words, I am well enough that now I thrive. It can only be a miracle. We surely dare not waste our lives. Thank you, Savannah. You know, I've been trying to get here for a couple years now, and I had to do some hardcore internet searching, which revealed it didn't help me at all. there on the street corner. Yes, we do that sometimes when the door is locked. And, and he said, yo, hit up Hercules. So here I am. So thank you, Savannah. So I have some other things, and let me see. Okay, see, I switched around what I was going to do like a billion times. That's normal.